Yo, you know y'all up, right? You know you up, right? I can't believe y'all took a shot at Trump, and you don't think this man ain't gonna turn up on y'all?
Many men, we kept on being Lord. I don't cry no more. Don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me. Have mercy.
If the polls are right and Trump is going up with black voters, what changed?
I wish I knew. I am not a huge fan of Trump. He don't respect the black person.
And Biden does? Has Biden issued an apology for the things that he's been caught saying?
He said if you don't vote for me, you're not black.
You're not black.
And if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Listen, y'all, the Democrats are in big trouble, especially with the black community. Let me show you why. This video is brought to you by Angel Studios' adventurous cartoon series called Tuttle Twins. I'm sick of all the propaganda that they're pushing to our kids, and Tuttle Twins gives a expanded, elevated, adventurous, clever take on certain important topics, and they do it in a way that's entertaining to your kids.
How does a country end up in ruins because people are paid the same?
Equal pay is one of the many mistakes that governments make when they think they know better than the people. Before, doctors, lawyers, bakers, teachers, and taxi drivers were paid based on how much people value their skills. But later, the Cuban government decided that they knew best and took the people's money so that they could pay everyone equally.
Just so y'all know, Tuttle Twins have over 150 million views. Taxpayers are forced to pay about $2.5 billion to Hollywood for film subsidies, but thanks to the 8,731 investors, Tuttle Twins was funded with zero tax dollars. The cartoon has won awards. You do not want to miss it. Seasons 1 and 2 are now streaming for free on the Angel app. All you have to do is go to the search, type in Angel Studios app, or you can go to angel.com/Officer Tatum. You'll be able to see those 2 seasons. So just make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. If you're not a subscriber and you like the content, just hit subscribe. It ain't gonna hurt your feelings, all right? You can hit that bell if you want to get all the video updates, but just make sure you subscribe and hit the like button. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies, I didn't do any research on this kid or what he stands for or why he doing what he doing. Who cares? The bottom line is that I'm gonna show you this video. This kid decided to go around the city, put together a bunch of black folks and ask them questions that I believe would have never gone the way that it's going to go 10 years ago. 8 years ago, 4 years ago. And you're gonna see what I'm talking about as soon as you see the responses from black folks that this person went and gathered to have a conversation about Donald Trump. Roll the clip.
What up, world? It's Josh Johnson, full-time Daily Show correspondent and full-time black guy. But more than that, I'm also a part-time voter. Now, black voters have been the backbone.
You're not a full-time voter? Or you're not a full-time voter? Okay.
Of electing Democratic president since Bill Clinton went on Arsenio. In fact, 91% of black voters voted for Hillary Clinton in 2016, and 92% voted for Joe Biden last election. So why is this different?
New polling shows 23% support among black voters for former President Trump. That's up 19 points since the 2020 election.
Contrary to popular belief, not all black people know each other. So in order to find out how all black people felt about Trump, I got 6 from the tri-state area to ask, do we with Trump?
Okay, so who will you be voting for in 2024? Daryl.
Do I have to say his name? I don't want to, but more than likely it's going to be Trump.
Yeah, unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Who are you going to be voting for?
Biden.
And then Victor?
I'm with her.
Oh, Biden, okay.
Trump.
Trump?
Biden.
Biden?
Trump.
Okay, we're an even split, which I didn't see that coming. So do you think there's going to be a big shift, any sort of change?
I think it's going to be a big shift.
Me too.
Big shift?
Yes. Big
really? Okay.
For me, I've always been a Democrat, and it's like for the most part with the Democratic Party, they always make a bunch of promises that they can't deliver.
You know, they use the issues of the African American community as a soapbox to stand on and make promises, you know, just to get us to come out and vote. And then once we vote and everyone's in place, it's like, well, what happened?
Would you say it's anything like somebody's in your DM and they're really laying it down to take you over here? Girl, I'll take you to the top.
This dude's so corny, it's crazy to me. I'm gonna suffer through it.
You know what I mean? And then you finally go on the date and it's Burger King.
Or you be catfished.
If the polls are right and Trump is going up with black voters, what changed?
I wish I knew.
Crazy shit going on for real. Hold on. What? They just shot at Trump. Who, nigga? They just shot Trump. Trump. Yeah, man, slap this nigga. I need me another stimmy, what? That nigga. Come on, let's go. Hey, Trump 2024.
Yo, you know y'all up, right? You know you up, right? I can't believe y'all took a shot at Trump, and you don't think this man ain't gonna turn up on y'all? Huh? He told y'all he clearly believes in getting revenge. Y'all took a shot, missed, and you don't think he knows where that came from? Yo, it's about to get hot. It ain't even August yet. Y'all y'all don't up this time.
Trump just won the election. You Biden supporters. Every last one of you Democrats. Here's why. Y'all just shot Donald Trump. Y'all tried to assassinate Donald Trump. And this is after you wrongfully bankrupted him. This is after you wrongfully arrested him. This is after you wrongfully put him through multiple kangaroo courts, wrongfully defamed and smeared this man, wrongfully convicted this man on 34 felonies. That's actually one misdemeanor past the statute of limitations. And now you Donald Trump. And you still can't take him down. You still can't take Donald Trump down. This man's standing on his feet, standing tall with his fist up in the air. That's what I'm talking about. Fuck Joe Biden. Fuck Democrats. We're taking it back, baby. Woo!
You see the typical black woman. Typical. These are not typical black women. I'm glad to see that it was 2 women and 1 man here, and not all the women voted for Biden. It's kind of weird these 2 dudes want to vote for Biden, but typical black woman. And you're going to know why I say typical black woman when you hear her response. He gave an articulable reason why he wanted to vote for Trump. She gave an articulate reason why she wanted to vote for Trump. Listen to what this woman say. And let me just put this in perspective for the people of the mailing to get mad at me and say, you say typical, you say typical. 90+% of black people vote for Democrat. 91 for Hillary, and she lost. 92 for Joe Biden. He you know what he doing.
I am not a huge fan of Trump. He don't respect the black person.
And Biden does? Has Biden issued an apology for the things that he's been caught saying?
He said, if you don't vote for me, you're not black.
You're not black.
What was?
What's she go? Listen.
What is that?
They have both said things that were questionable and unsavory. But when you start looking at facts, it's like, Biden, you done dropped the ball, brother.
Okay, so some black voters feel let down by Democrats, but I wasn't sure if they knew about how Trump likened himself to black Americans. So I showed them some footage of Trump at the Black Conservative Federation Gala.
I'm being indicted for you, the black population.
I want to play a little game, all right? Now the game is going to be either fist or finger, right? If you like what's happening, you're going to put up your black fist. Now, if you don't like what's happening, there's a finger. Y'all ready?
We're ready.
Okay.
Good. These lights are so bright in my eyes that I can't see too many people out there. But I can only see the black ones. I can't see any white ones, you see? That's how far I've come. That's how far I've come.
You gotta hit
have dark humor.
That's the problem. Is sound bites in the media.
Of course, the Democrat supporters.
Your answer.
Okay. I'll play the next clip for you real quick.
Black conservatives understand better than most that some of the greatest evils in our nation's history have come from corrupt systems that try to target and subjugate others. You understand that. I think that's why the black people are so much on my side now, because they see what's happening to me happens to them.
He had me at the first question. I mean, the first
You messed up.
Okay, let's see.
And then he messed up at the end.
So, okay, can we get our signs up? It's the same again. Okay, let's go on to the next clip real quick.
But I got indicted for nothing, for something that is nothing. And a lot of people said that that's why the black people like me, because they have been hurt so badly and discriminated against. And they actually viewed me as I'm being discriminated against. It's been pretty amazing.
See why you got to get a finger to that? What is wrong with that statement? This just tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this is a microcosm of what's really going on in the black community. You got the people who are just black folks that just they refuse to think for themselves. And all of these other black people probably were Democrats, and then they say, well, this don't make any sense. And partially looking at this is not a big deal. But the ones who just hate Trump and they just gonna vote Democrat, they don't care who the Democrat is. They gonna vote Democrat with no reasoning.
All right, so kind of still along the same party lines. Now, do you think Trump is being discriminated against?
Not at all. It's not one side. It's the legal system. No matter who you are, if you do these things, you get charged for it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
There are two systems of justice.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot get away with the same thing white folks get away with.
But with this different sort of accountability system, does it feel like Trump is bad at being white? He was 91?
I noticed how, when I was incarcerated, right, how the white incarcerated people seem to be more angrier than the black incarcerated people.
Mm-hmm.
Trump is like the same thought pattern. It ain't supposed to happen to me. I'm not supposed to be indicted. People are not supposed to tell me I committed a crime because I am privileged.
Damn. I had no idea the appeal process for incarcerated white people was gaslighting. But Trump is fighting close to 100 felony charges. How much of a criminal is too much of a criminal?
If more charges get racked up, maybe things that start to become a bit more egregious, is that going to start to weigh on whether or not you're going to change your vote?
No, you pay attention, you listen to the facts, not
Mhm.
the fluff, and then
Mhm.
you actually have to start doing some research to make sure that what's being presented to you is actual facts.
Yes.
And it takes some digging.
Okay, so if you dug and you did your research and you found out what Josh just said was true, would that sway your vote?
Probably not.
I definitely, did not sit down with this panel to change any minds, and I clearly have not.
So yeah, I guess some black folks do with Trump. But was there anything I could get this panel to agree on?
Can we keep these? These are so useful in everyday life.
I was thinking the same thing.
All right. I should do a panel like that, right, Nick? I should have a real panel. Let me just tell you this. Did they genuinely get random people? I don't know. They probably got 3 Trump supporters and 3 Biden supporters. Is this genuinely a honest conversation? No, because it was all about Trump and none of the crazy that Joe Biden has said. If you don't know who you're voting for, you ain't black. I would like to see them stick the middle finger up or the fist up on that. And all the Democrat blacks are going to have the fist up with Joe Biden saying, if you don't know who you're voting for, you ain't black. Then they're going to make an excuse that you ain't really for the black people if you ain't, all this other crazy stuff. But what I will say is that I think the tide is turning. I think a lot of black people are waking up because black people generically are in general are conservative-minded people. They just easily manipulated. It's probably why they chose to go to the continent of Africa for cheap labor, because they're easily manipulated. You get the people who are in Africa will sell their own people. Y'all act like the white people went over there. Black people sold their own people. Black people enslaved their own people and sold them to the white man. For some reason, black people have amnesia and they forget how it all started. But that's pretty much the story of how it happened. Gullible. After slavery, all the incredible black people were just flourishing in the 20s and 30s, and I mean, millionaires and all this other stuff going on. And then what do we know? Gullible enough to fall for the government trick again and then follow the Democrat, who was the party of slavery. So the ones that enslaved you, you end up returning back to that same party looking for handouts. Insane to me. Y'all comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. I'm out.